Hi, it's Weekly Reflections, and Nancy Joy. I'm back. Just a quick update here. I will be back July 29th and starting anew with scheduling the free mini sessions every Wednesday. So go onto my website, www.heartlights.net, go under private sessions and find out how you can sign up because I'm loving it. I've met so many wonderful people from around the world, and I want to keep the momentum going as we go through these times. So please feel free to take advantage of it. The title of this today's reflections is Defying Gravity, which of course comes from the famous Broadway musical Wicked. It's sort of their theme song, and I'm sure most of you have heard it. If you haven't, look it up on YouTube and listen to it. It's very inspiring. It's no wonder that show's gone on since 2003. The music in it is just incredible, and it's the message is profound, actually. It's kind of about two stepsisters, like not stepsisters, two sisters, the good sister, like Good Witch Glenda, and the bad sister, like the bad witch, I guess you could say, kind of a parody in that they are both extraordinary people with their own way of being, and that is brought together, I think, pretty successfully in the end with the song Defying Gravity. And here's a line from it. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts, close my eyes, and leap. And then she goes on to sing, I'm going to try defying gravity. So I want to talk about defying gravity in the terms of us changing, we've talked about this, but changing the way we process things, the way we think things. You know, we talk about how we keep going back to the same patterns. And in order for us to create our new reality, we have to defy that gravity that keeps pulling us down to that place that is not of the highest consciousness, of the Christ consciousness, of the love and compassion we wish to be and express in the world. And so where does it start? It starts with each individual, with each one of us. Every thought, every action, every situation is an opportunity to defy gravity and fly free. At one point in the song, she says, and if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. No wizard that there ever was is ever going to bring me down. We're our own wizards, you know, and so something's changed within me. We all feel it. We've talked about it. We know it. Something has changed. Now we have to become it. And that's how we defy gravity. And for me personally, I'm choosing to integrate everything, every feeling in my life into a new reality, a new way of responding, a new way of thinking. So it's been a while now, and it's been, not that I don't have my downfalls, because trust me, I do. But, you know, with every situation that arrives, an issue with my husband, an issue with finances, or as I've talked about, the neighbors, whatever, I really right away, within seconds or a minute at most, I am shifting that to start thinking about it in the terms of how can I create something new out of this thing I created that's uncomfortable, that's trying to pull me back down. It's trying to put stones in my wings so I come back down to the ground where the old reality is still king. And so that is such a good way to begin to really shift and work on yourself, is to integrate what is into something better. It's an energy, what you're feeling. When you respond to something with judgment or frustration or anything like that, that's cueing you that you have an opportunity now to take that emotion and use the energy of it to create something new. And we've talked about how you do that through the hypothalamus reprogramming, the neuropeptides and all of that. Recently, I had a client who came, And she had 3 issues. I'll call her Joyce. She had 3 issues going on simultaneously, seemingly unrelated. But as Ezekiel came in and we went into this, what we discovered was in all 3 issues, she was dealing with her own frustration that things weren't changing. She already could feel the new reality, know it's there, but these things were in her face, showing her that it's not there for everyone, right? And I had another situation where I was having lunch with some of my girlfriends, and one of our good friends is having a very difficult time with pain in a situation that for 7 months now hasn't changed. And it's hard for the rest of us to even begin to be in that space because we're not. But I realized that to a certain extent we were responding from the old duality. We were being pulled down by gravity. We're healers. We're spiritual people. We should be able to help her change. We should be able to, we know so many things. If she would listen to us, we could help her. Well, she's in so much pain. Her head isn't listening. Her heart isn't listening. She's trying to get through each day. So how do we make something new about this? We do it inside ourselves. And this is where Joyce, the client, got to. Inside herself is where the change has to happen. It really doesn't have to do with what the other person's going through. We can't know what they're experiencing. And we cannot know in any of this, the 3 incidences with Joyce or this with my friends, we cannot know what their soul has created. If we're truly awake and we're truly in mastery, we realize that whatever they're experiencing is exactly what they're choosing to take them where they need to go. And looking at it through our perspective is not the answer. The answer is to take it inside yourself and create something new with it. Learn to hold a space of love without the judgment, without the frustration. And here's the big part, without thinking you need to change it. If someone opens the door for you and says, help me, or what do you think, or can you help me, or will you work with me? That's different. But thinking you can go in and do things your way so that they'll change, in both these incidences with Joyce and with my group of friends, it's the realization that that's not true. So the freeing thought, the freeing thing, the defying gravity thing is just to hold that space of love and compassion, and for these difficult things that you yourself cannot change. It's not your job to change, although by bringing it into compassion, holding a space of love and energizing a new thought form, a new reality in yourself, in your imagination, in your feelings, you are changing things. So we can't defy gravity in the old way of resistance and fighting or making it happen the way we think it should happen. We defy gravity by becoming who we truly are and moving from that space into the new. So it's food for thought. If you haven't heard the song, go on YouTube, look it up from Wicked. It's the song Defying Gravity. And don't let the old shadows pull you down. You do have a choice. They are opportunities. So breathe into them, recreate with them, use your imaginal selves and your compassionate selves to change things in here, because that is how they will change out there. So stop dancing between realities, bring the music together, create a new dance, and catch the magic this week. I have the return to Egypt coming up March 9th to the 19th, March 8th to the 19th, 2015. We have a private boat. It's going to be a very wonderful opportunity to see Egypt in a way that 90% of the tourists never get to see it. So it's the return. It's been 4 years since the Arab Spring. They have their new constitution, their new president. Amro, my guide, was just here in the States doing lectures and sharing with people. He's a wonderful being, and he was telling us how exciting it is in Egypt now. So especially if you've been before and you want to go back, this return, this could be the trip for you. It's a magnificent opportunity to put it all together. So I want to put that out there. More on it coming up. Have a great week. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.